All right, y'all. So I know I gave y'all a little preview yesterday. I'm about to go into depth right now about what's going on with Project. It used to be Project SS, Penny LS1. Now it's Project Malibu. So let's check it out. All right, I ain't mean to catfish y'all like that, but I did sell my car, but not the one y'all was thinking. So no, I did not sell the Monte Carlo. I sold my daily driver. Let me explain why. 2008 Porsche Cayenne, wonderful vehicle. I had it for 7 years. I bought it used in 2013. It was a 2008 model, so I bought it 5 years used with 60,000 miles on it. Great vehicle. Maintenance is pretty expensive, and then once stuff starts to deteriorate, I had 180,000 miles on this vehicle, 184 and some change to be exact. And the catalytic converters went out, the high pressure fuel pump went out, and the fuel pressure regulator. So I was pretty much in limp mode, putting around. And I have to have a vehicle to get my daughter back and forth to school. And Project SS is still, at the time, was on jack stands. As y'all know, I was working on the brakes. So let me go in here and show you where I'm at with the Monte Carlo. Then I'll show you the Malibu, and then I'll show you what my plans are for the Malibu. All right, y'all, so my bad, man, for leading y'all on, but so this is where we at with Project SS, AKA mini skirt. So last time y'all saw me, I was putting the proportional valve up here, the adjustable wheelwood one. I decided not to do that, so I ordered some replacement lines for the factory stainless, well, not stainless, but these are just the factory steel lines, and I just hooked them up straight to the wheelwood master cylinder. I kept the factory proportional valve down on the frame for now, and then what I'm actually going to do when I do my rear disc conversion, I'm just going to get a disc to disc factory style proportional valve. That way I don't have to worry about my clearance up here. I bought those custom lines before I mocked everything up, so they didn't work out the way I wanted them to, but it's all good. It'll work this way. So, and as you can see, the car is back on the ground, back on his own wheels and weight and all this crap here. That's my sister's crap. She finally finna clean out this garage so I can have some more space. So the only issue I ran into is the springs. When I ordered let me turn y'all around so y'all can see me. I know y'all don't like looking at me, but when I ordered my springs or the coilovers, I got the 400-pound springs, and that's basically for a steel block, small block Chevy. So the weight of that engine is actually obviously 100 or so pounds heavier. This is a LS1 aluminum block, so you can hardly tell. But matter of fact, let me get my measuring tape, because this is what I realized. I could tell that it was sitting up high just by how it's sitting. But let me grab a measuring tape. Man, all this junk in the way. I know the back one is sagging because those springs are. Now, I may tell me this. What's the factory height? So if you can see right there from the ground up to the fender, we're well over 30 inches. And the reason I bring that up is because I have the coils, I have it adjusted to the lowest height. It's adjusted all the way down, like as if I was gonna drop it 3 inches. It's down, and it's still at 30 inches. So tell me, was the factory height taller than 30 inches? Even if it was, well, I guess if it was, and I'm down 3 or 4 inches, but I don't think it is. So what I can do, and I've already talked to a few people. I just need to contact. I can contact QA1, and I just have to basically order a new set of springs. I don't have to replace the shocks or anything like that. Just get the new springs. And what I'll probably end up doing, based on what I've been seeing and what people have been kind of giving me advice on, I got 400 pounds, so it's probably either going to be a 350-pound or a 300-pound spring for the front. so that I'm able to lower it down to what I want it to be. As far as the rear, it's still stock back there, so whatever the stock springs are on the QA1s will be perfect. I'm thinking maybe 200 pounds in the rear. It's pretty light back there. So anyway, man, I'm sorry for leading y'all on, but yeah, I do still have Project SS, aka mini skirt, and I bought a Malibu, 2014 Malibu. So what I'm about to do, put this on hold for the time being. Since I got me a new daily driver, I don't have to rush on this. But as a daily driver, I chose to get the LS model Malibu. Let me walk up here and show y'all. It's an LS model, which is basically a base model. So the stereo is factory, basic factory. It don't even have navigation or touchscreen. Let me, hold on, let me see. All right, we'll start with the inside. So like I said, I got a base model LS Malibu 2014. I really like the steering wheel. But the stereo, pretty basic, which is what I wanted. It does have OnStar, but it doesn't have touchscreen. It doesn't have nav or anything like that. You can get OnStar turn by turn, but it won't be visual. The seats are power up and down, and then it is a manual slide forward and back. Power locks, you know, standard, adjustable mirrors, power windows, power locks. Automatic with manual mode, and it's got, instead of having shifters, it's got this little whatever. So basically, my plans for this is replace the stereo. I've actually already ordered everything, so we're gonna go in the backyard. I got everything laid out, and I'll show you. Everything came in so far except for the head unit, but it's a Tesla style 12.1 inch head unit. So it basically is going to replace from here all the way down to here. So all of this is going to be touchscreen digital. The knobs, the AC controls, everything. Only thing that's going to be down here is just the traction control button, this power outlet, and then the hazard. But everything else is going to be a touchscreen. It's Android Audio and Apple CarPlay compatible. And the stereo that I had in the Porsche, I left everything in there except the subwoofer and the amplifier. So let me go in the backyard and we'll show you what we're going to do as far as that goes. Okay, so it had focal components in the front. I took out the tweeters. As you can see, these were pretty expensive. I mean, they came with the 6.5s. I didn't want to take the 6.5s out of the door. I didn't feel like taking the door panels out, so I just took these out. But the subwoofer that I originally had in there was this JLW. It's a W3. It's a 10W3, which is a really nice woofer. This woofer went out. Let me see if you can hear it. You hear that? This woofer went out about, what, 6 months ago? Yeah, because I think I bought that speaker around my birthday, this new one. So this is what I had in there recently. This is a Skar Audio VD10 dual 4-ohm. I only had one of these in there. Hit pretty good. Pushing that speaker was a Kenwood KAC 9104D. KAC 9104. I've had this amp for 10 years. Bought this at Traders Village. It's withstood the test of time. It runs 500 watts at 4 ohm. It's a Class D. It runs 900 watts at 2 and 1 ohm. It's stable all the way down to 1 ohm. That was a little too much for this speaker right here. It was pushing, I think I had it bridged to 2 ohm because this is a dual 4 ohm. So let me show you what I got going in the doors. I got 6.5 inch components. I'm going Skar Audio on all my speakers. So we got 6.5 inch components going in the front. Let me show you the model number. So this one is TX65C Skar Audio. So there you go. Let me take one out. So these are basically mid drivers with separate tweets, along with the crossovers and everything to keep the frequencies separated for the best. Man, mosquito or something in my eye. So these all handle 100 watts RMS. So these are going to the front door. Those are the crossovers that come with it and the tweets. So we put those in the front of the Malibu. And then we got the TX65 Skar Audio coaxials, which look like this. Same speaker, but it has the tweeter, well, almost the same. It's probably got a little bit different material, but it's got the tweeter built in. So it's, once again, you know, 100-watt handling. It's real nice. I ordered all this stuff on Amazon, by the way, so yeah, that's right. Let me hold this one up so y'all can see it. So Amazon for the win. And I ordered the head unit. Hasn't come in yet. It said it was back ordered or scheduled for delivery sometime in January. So a little upset about that because I can't put the amp and everything. I can put it in, but I can't wire anything because I don't have any preamps in the car. Preamp outputs. I'm not running it off the line out on the speaker wires. I could do that, but I'll probably just wait. So the woofers that I'm going with, also Skar Audio. This is the Skar SD10, SDR10. This one handles 600 watts RMS. It's a dual 4 ohm. I got 2 of these. There's the other one down there. That's this one. So it holds 600 watts RMS, whereas this shallow mount one was, I think, 500 watts. So I'll be running 2 of these, which will give me 1200 watts handling. So actually that's what I'm gonna do today when I finish this video. I'm going to work on the box. I'm gonna build the box myself, custom enclosure. These are really nice. I mean, Skar Audio for the price, I mean, from what's going on these days as far as Skar Audio sound, these are pretty good for the price. And the fact that you can pick them up pretty much anywhere. So that's what I got going in. The only other thing that I have that I bought was these little rings right here and pigtail harness for the doors so that I don't have to cut the factory wiring. These are just clip right into the factory wires, and then you got spade connectors on the other end. So these are designed to go into the door on most GM cars. So this speaker should fit in there with some trimming probably. Yeah, I'll have to trim. Yeah, and they're perforated too. I think you can just take some pliers and bend it. Yep. These little rings right here, see if you can see. See how it's got that little groove right there? Let me get another angle. See that little groove right there? Right in there? You just bend that back and it'll snap right off. And then you'll be able to set your 6.5 in there. And the way it looks like it is, it'll mount with the hose. Yeah, there's enough hose to mount it. Yep. So these are going to the door. I just got to trim that back piece out so that it'll go in there and flush, and we'll be good to go. So I got all this from Amazon. The stereo, the head unit itself is also coming from Amazon, but it's on back order until January. That is a 12.9 touchscreen. Tesla style is what they call it. It's a Android 10. It has built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. It's Android and Apple CarPlay compatible. So you'll be able to stream Bluetooth your Android phone, and you'll be able to do your Apple CarPlay with your iPhone. That was the reason I got it. They actually have one that doesn't have the CarPlay. They have 2 of them in stock right here in the Dallas area in Amazon. So I started to get that one, but I'm an iPhone guy, so I need the CarPlay. Well, I want the CarPlay. I started to cancel that order and just get the other one. That way I could just have it, but I won't be able to use my CarPlay features. So it also has built-in Waze. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. And then I'll put another picture up of the factory so you can see side by side what it's gonna look like before and after or whatever. So, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get my measurements taken for the trunk so I can get the box built. I'll probably start on the box tomorrow. I'll get all my measurements down, and I'll probably run to Home Depot later today and grab some 3/4 inch MDF. I also bought some tools that I didn't have in the garage for woodworking. I bought a jigsaw, a router, and a circular saw. I haven't built a box in over 10 years, man. So I used to have all that stuff, but now everything is lithium ion cordless. So I have the Ryobi system already. So I just bought the tools. I already have batteries for it. So I'll be back here in the backyard cutting up wood, getting dusty. So I want to thank everybody for rocking with me, man. Sorry I had to catfish you, Keita. Sorry, Keita. You thought I sold the Monte Carlo? Nah, you know good and well I ain't selling that car. Tell my dad I still want that Trailblazer though, all right? I'm coming down there to see y'all. I want that Trailblazer. But so yeah, Project SS is still on. Now I got Project Orion. That's what I'm calling the Malibu. That's a play off of my Honda Civic I had back in the day. I painted it House of Color Orion Silver. So this Malibu kind of reminds me of that silver. But it was a House of Color BCO2 Silver. I had it painted candy blue, which was over the BCO2. And then when I wrecked it, I resprayed it, but I didn't have enough money to redo it candy, so I just painted it BCO2 Silver, and I put some pearls in it, made it look real nice. So I'm thinking about shooting the Monte Carlo that same color. But anyway, so Malibu is Project Orion. Going forward, that's what all this stuff is for. So thank you everybody for rocking with your boy. Be patient with me. The Monte Carlo is still in the works. I just need to bleed the brakes, get an alignment done, replace those front springs to the right springs so that I can lower it to the height I want it. I'll be driving it soon. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be working on this, getting this installed in the Malibu. That's my daily driver. I will definitely need something, you know, to jam to in that car because the stereo is pretty bad. So thank you again for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Check me out on Instagram at PennyLS1. See the shirt right here? Go ahead and grab your one at pennyls1.com. Until next time, holla at your boy.